Hello everybody and welcome back to Starbirds, where we've got a bit of a mess going on here, and we need to get this component lab researched at this moment. So this should be complete, right? I'm not sure why I can't... Okay, there we go. Sure, now we can complete it. Perfect. So we're currently working on this, which is absolutely fine. We need to get our ceramic, which is currently going to the station, and I'll just leave that be for the moment. And then, of course, we need to work on getting our setup for our circuit boards. So, for this, we've got acid right now going to the station. And that acid is, I think, here, right? Yes. So that acid is coming out of this chem lab here, and then going up over here. So at this point, what we need is A, to get all of our ceramics at the station, and then we need to get a source of sulfur over here into a, hang on. No, we need to get a source of silicon over here. Okay, we don't have silicon here at this moment. We can get some, but maybe we should do this in a different location. Like here. So we've got our silicon here. This, of course, is our launch pad here. Where's a... Do we have another crater here available? The answer is no. No additional crater available here. This is a small crater, so that's not going to do the trick. Yeah. So that's absolutely understood. Do we have another asteroid with silicon? Yes, we do, actually. And this one would do the trick. So we'll put that in here. There's our silicon here. And then we need to bring in some acid here. So this extractor, for now, is going to pump into the launch pad just to get us a trickle of resources at the station. But this is not long-term where we want this to go. For now, what I want to do is I want to just gather some of these treasures over this way. Cool. And then we're going to need to bring in a landing pad here. And we should probably get a supply quest going. Not this one, though. Let's re-roll that. This one. Much better. Okay, so with that in mind, we're still only at 2 out of 10 ceramic. Huh. We should have more ceramic than that, shouldn't we? What are we doing with the ceramic right now? Okay, so that's the acid there. And if we want the ceramic, then we combine together the aluminum and the carbon in the crucible. So that's all fine. We've got this acid going to the station at this moment. But I'm just wondering, where are we actually producing this carbon at? Or this ceramic at, I should say. Have I completely forgotten? Maybe it's here. No, this is just gathering a few raw resources. Okay, so I've completely forgotten where we're crafting the ceramic at. Let's find out. It's not this, necessarily. The excavation hub, of course, is what we need to get the ceramic to. So that's understood. My question is, we did craft ceramic, did we not? Well, we clearly did. We have 2 of it. But where? So that's aluminum and carbon. It has to be this asteroid that we're doing this on, right? So that's acid there. And then if we head up over here, this is our crucible that is producing carbon. So that is flowing inward this way, and then that's not actually going anywhere. Ah, okay. Now I remember where we are. So we need this crucible, and let's get ourselves some... This is more tech points. That's unfortunate. Well, let's get ourselves a little bit of credits, like so. Because we just need a small amount of it. Okay, so this is going here, and then we need a crucible, which is going to have to go up in this crater. So that would then flow in... Hang on, we are outputting that to here, currently? Is that correct? And then this is outputting plastics? I think, if I remember that correctly. Okay, so this is where we currently have this carbon. We do have a source of aluminum here, and the output is flowing into here at this moment. I'm going to break this connection. So we've got this, and then we just need some aluminum going in here. So if this is shut down anyway, then I'm going to get rid of this refiner. And I didn't intend to get rid of that chemical lab, but I guess it's fine. So we're going to get an extractor over here, which we need a little bit more for. There we go. We're going to get that in over here. So that's going to go into a crucible up over here. Okay, we can run that line around here awkwardly enough, like that, and that's going to need 3 power as well. So we can plug that in like this. There we go. And now we could use a little bit more credits here to get that done. So we're going to grab this guy. That's not exactly how I intended to do that, but that is how that would work, so that's fine. Okay, so that gives us enough to get 1 solar panel here. Now, we need to have this power be going into our crucible, right? So that's this guy up over here. So taking a look at this, there are some bonus locations here. That seems fine. So we can put in a solar power generator there. And then we're going to need another one. So this is going to get us tech points, which is unfortunate, but that's fine for now. We'll get that soon enough. And I'm looking for another treasure here. Here's one. Okay. So what other supply quests can we do? Well, these are not great. We're not currently delivering either of those to the station. So instead, I guess we're getting more tech points. Sure, that's definitely not ideal as far as all that goes. So I'm looking for additional credits here. Here's tech points. Incredible. Surely there's more credits around somewhere. Here we go, right here. Okay, so that brings us up to 60 credits at this moment, and here's another batch of them. Okay, so that gives us enough to get our power online. Where's our power generator? Here it is. So we're just going to do that, and then this is going to very awkwardly indeed, if I can turn this. There we go. It's going to very awkwardly indeed run around over here. So that is now producing, in theory, ceramics. And then that's going to need to go to a launch pad like this one. So that's absolutely fine. We should be able to squeeze a pipe through here. That's a huge mess, but it will do for now. So now this is going to be outputting ceramics, and that needs to be sent directly to the excavation hub. So let's grab that ceramic output, which should be this one, and we're going to take this over to the excavation hub like that. Okay, now we should be delivering extra ceramics over to the hub. There we go. So next up, we need to be working on these circuit boards, and we had been talking about working up over here to make the circuit boards. So we've got the silicon out over this way. That's all well and good. Acid is sulfur and water, and we don't have sulfur and water here. We can just pipe in the acid from our other production line, which is this one over here. We're going to want to make sure that the ceramics are fully done, I believe, unless we destroyed our acid production line. Okay, no, we did not. So what we're going to need to do then is we're going to need to change this somewhat. Actually, I think we'll repurpose this. So what we need to do is make sure that our ceramics are good. They are now. And this is, instead of connecting here, it's going to connect over here, like this. So that now needs to pipe over to our landing pad that is over here, like that. So that should be bringing acid in over here. So now all we need to do is combine together our silicon in a component lab with the acid that's currently coming in. So that should be absolutely fine. So a component lab here costs 250. Noted. Well, we can definitely get that going, so that'll get us some credits. That's neat. And then we'll just hop on down over this direction, grab ourselves some of these credits. Cool. Here's another one out over here. What else might we have? There's one over this way. So that gets us up over 200 credits. Perfect. And let's hop up over here next. Okay, so that's 243. That's very close. There, that'll do it. So the component lab can go right here, like this. Then this is going to go into the component lab. That's going to go into the component lab, and the component lab is going to go into the spaceport. We need 3 power, so that's understood. We're going to definitely need to get some solar panels. Oh, that's convenient. We can put one right here, and then one right here. And then just connect that in like that. Is that not 3 power? Or is that not connected? Now it's connected. Okay, perfect. So we're now making circuit boards, and this is going to the station. The station is not the correct place to send these circuit boards. So at this point, all we need to do is we need to take our circuit boards that are heading out this way, and we need to connect them in over here. At this point, the level's complete. We just need to wait. And we're not going to have the greatest score in the world. This is a giant mess, but we managed to get through it. I'm just noting that we definitely have some buildup on this route here, but not nearly as bad as this buildup. In fact, we may want to consider redirecting these to the station. Maybe not, though. That is our production of acid, now that I think about it. So we'll just do that. That'll be fine. Okay, we need a couple more circuit boards here. There we go. Circuit boards are completed. Excellent. So that gets us the Strangelet. Beautiful. Finally, that nugget has thawed. Now we just need to open it. Hurry up, Stella. I want to join the others for Herb's birthday party. Peep, 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 peep. Okay, cool. Nicely done, minion. Don't crowd around it like that. We have no idea if it's safe. Shoo, shoo. Peep, peep. It's humming, you say? I can't hear anything, but maybe the frequency is too high for my audible range. What are you talking about, Stella? Peep! Lays a wing on the outer shell. Oh, I can feel it in my feathers now. I still need to run some tests, but could it be drawn to the other Strangelet? Coming over, Captain. Okay, cool. So we'll travel to the next sector then. I've never seen anything like that, and there's nothing in the research either. That has never happened before. Chirper, any new superpowers after touching this thing? Can you lift me with just one wing now? Peep, peep, peep. Stop poking him, Cap. Stella, talk to us. What do your readings say? This sector has the strongest Strangelet signature so far. My instruments show that it's not just a single massive Strangelet, but rather a multitude. However, I wouldn't get too excited yet. We'll need to spend a lot of resources to get them. No two ways about it. We'll venture out nonetheless. Let's find them. These interferences are a nightmare, but the readings look like there might be a Strangelet close by, possibly even 2 more. Well, let's start somewhere. Results, Stella. We need results. Okay, so we need to get 3 of them. Okay, sure. So we don't exactly know where they are to start with. That's absolutely fine. We've got plenty of tech points for now. So I'm just going to discover all of these asteroids. Okay, and that actually opened up these 2 asteroids as discoverables. Interesting. Which opened up 3 additional. Okay, we probably don't want to spend too many tech points. We need to be able to, you know, at least get some amount of tech points. So we need to find where the Strangelet might be. And this is definitely one of them. So let's go ahead and put in a pad here. Got one. Okay, so we have a module quest available for uranium, which seems fine. I'm just going to put up some extractors over here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we'll just start piping that back. This is not the one I intended to grab. Okay, there we go. So we'll just start piping that back. That seems fine. And now, of course, we'll get that reactor online. Cool. So that all seems good, but we do, of course, need to put an excavation hub here, which we'll do. The reactor is done, and at this point, we have a quest from Ruth. So this is water into the excavation hub only. Well, this asteroid doesn't have water, so we know that we're going to need a landing pad. Let's go ahead and put one in right here. And that's just going to connect like that. Excellent. So no water here, but there probably is water elsewhere. Yeah, there's water here. Okay, so let's go ahead and drop something here. This is water way down here. That's a little awkward. I guess we could grab this water up here. So we'll need to put in some ice extractors up here. I'm going to do 2 of them because that's what we have the credits for right now. And we'll just do that, and sure, we'll get some tech points. Beautiful. So we'll get this water flowing in, but this is going to the station right now. And that, of course, should be going over to here. Cool. 100 water? That's actually a lot of water. I didn't realize this was 100 water. Okay, this could take a moment. We may want to actually get the other 2 ice excavators going here. So we'll get 1 done there. That'll be fine. And then we'll just deploy a rover here and get the other one on there. There we go. So now we're actually producing water optimally for this launch pad. We're only feeding 1 launch pad into this, but I think we can only feed 1 launch pad into 1 landing pad. So it's just going to take a little while, and that's all there is to it. In the meantime, of course, we can do supply quests and build up our amount of credits and tech points. We're going to need both. So that is absolutely understood. We'll hop on down here. Cool. But here's the real kicker. As of the day I'm recording this, Europa 5 comes out tomorrow. And this is a limited series, although I do intend to come back to it periodically. The awkward part is that I kind of don't want to get too far into this world because it may be a while before we come back to this. So I kind of wanted to leave this stage about as it is right now and just call it here for the moment. It's a couple minutes early, but I think that's okay, and we'll get into Europa 5 with the next episode in this series. Although it won't, be part of the Starbird series. We will be back to Starbirds when we need some sort of casual content to fill gaps between more, I guess we could say, serious games. I'm not saying that this is an unserious game. This is a pretty cool game, but it's also extremely chill compared to what I usually play, and I think definitely is a little bit more on the filler side. So I just finished this. I'm not going to turn this in yet. We will leave that for the next episode. Whenever we come back to this, it will probably be a little while. This is a little unusual. I don't usually do series like this. I usually just play it all the way through. But in this particular case, we just needed about a week worth of content before Europa came out, and sure, we'll be back to this. So, I'm going to go ahead and put a cut in here, and next episode we'll resume this, but I will probably have no memory of what's going on because it'll be a while. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Dark Horse, Ethan Feldman, Upper Cumberland Gamers, Nick Smarty, Punching the Microphone, The Lounge STL, Spock, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.